Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Go Within Girl, where we acknowledge our inner traumas, let them go and move towards our greatest version. Okay, so what I want to talk about today is about being on a high frequency. So if you're not already aware, which you probably are, deep down, we receive downloads when we're on a high vibration. So being on a high vibration is when you feel aligned and connected with the higher part of your soul. So when we're on a high frequency, we're able to perceive and put into action things that are much more aligned and beneficial with our true purpose. And I was doing something the other day and I was feeling in a very low frequency. So as I always do, I just ask myself certain questions. When I feel triggered as a person, I always revert it back inwards and ask myself, what is inside of me that's causing me to feel triggered? So like I said, when we're on a high frequency, we're able to perceive and listen to our intuition with a lot more clarity than if we was on a low frequency. When we're on a low frequency, we tend to think very negative and judgmental about ourselves. So this is why it's actually vital and very important that we do things on a daily basis to raise our vibration and stay on a high frequency. Because like I said, when we're in a low frequency, it's a lot harder to perceive how are we going to get out of that low frequency. It tends to just have a domino effect and we be negative for a long period of time, which only causes harm to ourselves and the collective. So creating a daily routine based around things that help you to elevate and vibrate higher is really important, because like I said, we get specific downloads of intuition when we are vibing high, and when we are at a low frequency, we're not able to be there for ourselves. We're not able to help ourselves get out of that rut as easily. So before I give you 5 tips on how you can raise your frequency, I just want to put a little note in there that everybody's journey is their own individual journey, and what might work for somebody else might not work for you. So you need to really connect with yourself and know to yourself what really elevates and lifts you. For example, I really like music, and music makes me really happy. Anytime I listen to specific music to help elevate and lift me out of a low frequency, this is something that really resonates and I really enjoy. Yeah, find out what really resonates and helps you to come out of that sluggish, stagnant, low mood, and helps you to vibrate and feel good, so that you can note it down and have it as a part of your daily routine. But not just that, make sure that you have this as an emergency elevation, shall we call it. So when somebody has triggered you, or somebody has affected you in some kind of way, remember it's your choice to be affected, but sometimes it is something that we have not healed, and in order to heal it, we need to be coming from a high vibrational state to be able to heal it. So this is why it's important to find ways that when you do feel triggered, you must find a way to help elevate you, so you can lift out of that mood and deal with it for your own benefit. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so tip number 1 is the most basic, simple, yet so powerful and beautiful. It is being in nature. Baby, I love nature. I love to go on a walk anytime I feel in a low mood, and sometimes I've been in the place where my head feels totally out of control. But being in, every time I go for a walk or go into nature, I instantly feel calm and feel in a more expanded place where I'm able to think and filter through whatever just happened or whatever had just triggered me. So nature is a very good way to help raise your vibration. Tip number 2, music. So music for me, like I said, is a very powerful one. It helps to elevate me and lift me away from that stagnant energy that is no longer serving me. It's really important to understand the type of music you are listening to and how it's actually affected you. So listening to something that's the wrong hertz can be really impacting your frequency, and also the artists behind the music, or whatever they are, the message that they are giving can have a really big impact on you also. So finding empowering music for you is a beautiful way to help elevate you from that low, stagnant mood. Tip number 3, food. Okay? So, if you have ever noticed, eating junk or bad food makes you very sleepy, and that is not good, okay? Because food is energy, food is fuel, okay? So being mindful of what you are consuming can be very helpful to elevating your frequency. So for instance, if you eat fruit and clean water and good source of alkaline foods, you're gonna feel the big difference to having bad food. You're gonna feel a really big difference because these get your energy pumping. These fuel you with energy for use. They fuel you with energy. So being mindful of what you're consuming and doing some research on the type of foods that can fuel your body is going to help increase and elevate you out of that low, stagnant mood. Okay, so tip number 4, dance and exercise. Okay, because when we dance, we're shaking away all of that old energy from our aura surrounding us. Okay, so when you are dancing or when you exercise, you're clearing away old stagnant energy, creating space for a new flow to come in. So dancing and exercise is a really great way to elevate you from a low mood. Whenever you do an exercise, you're always feeling great after. Even when you have pain from doing exercise, it feels like a good pain. It feels like a growth pain. So dance and exercise are amazing ways to help you elevate and clear away all of that old stagnant energy that we don't want. And tip number 5 is to do something productive. Catch yourself in that moment right now and don't sit down and dwell in it, because you're just creating more harm for yourself. Do something productive. Go clean. Go force yourself to do that very thing you didn't want to do, because you're going to feel so much better after. Don't sit and dwell in that low frequency mood, because it will eat your ears. Okay? So get up and be productive. Productive, 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 productive. Because when we're productive, our mind does not have time to sit and wonder through all the avenues of fear. False evidence appearing real. So those are my 5 tips on how to help elevate you from a low frequency. But just to keep in mind that we are all individuals and that everybody has something else that works for them. So just let this video inspire you and for you to go do your research and go within and find what works best for you to help lift your mood. But just to be mindful that when we're in a low mood, we can't receive the intuition as clearly as we can receive from a high frequency. And that is the aim of why we want to incorporate high frequency activities in our daily routine so that we can always stay in connection with our higher self and have that clarity and intuition, because it's going to help us just grow a lot wiser and faster through life and not be so trapped in a low frequency mood. As always, guys, you are beautiful, you are powerful, and don't ever forget it. Bye.